Hey guys, Quasi here, and real quick I just wanted to say a quick thank you before we get into this video. I really appreciate all the growth and everything that I've gone through this past 28 days. I started this channel with, like, no friends following me aside from, like, one. So from 1 to 29 in that short amount of time. I mean, a little slower than my last channel, but my last channel just burned me out so bad. So, you know, I'm really happy with how we're growing so far, and I'm having fun with it, so let's keep it going. Let's get into the video. Alright guys, so what we're doing today is we're playing some Timberborn. I played it on stream yesterday, or the day before, but it's not very, like, interesting to watch all the grindy bits and like having to make all that progress, especially when I was that far in. So I had the idea just to make it a YouTube series, and I can cut all the boring stuff out. So let's start a new game. Alright, so for faction we have the Folktales and the Iron Teeth. I already played the Folktales a good bit. However, I'm kinda interested about this other faction. They achieve progress through ingenuity, efficiency, and disregard for the environment. I mean, that sounds like most countries these days, right? Turns out you have to reach an average well-being of 11 while playing Folktales. And I guess I didn't do that on my first world. So, on my first one, I just played the first map. I guess let's go with Beaver Room. Just play it on normal. Alright, so here we are, our first settlement. What do we want to call it? My first one was called Scree Scrawl. We'll just call this one, let's call this one Doomed to Survive. Alright, so there we are. We got all of our little beavers to start. We have food over yonder, trees over here. Wow, that's actually a very interesting layout. Okay, I can get jiggy with this. I know how to play. Leave me alone. Alright, so let's get started with some roads. Take some over to the trees. That's good. And we'll take some over to the water. Or, not to the water, to the berries. Alright, so let's get some gatherer flags going. 2 of each. Get some lumberjack flags going as well. And then we just have to say that we want these cut. Alright, so, real quick, there's another, like, interesting mechanic that happens on this game. And that's when the drought comes. So, how does the drought work on this map exactly? Because this one feeds into this one. This one, as well as this one, go out here. But I don't see, like, a input for the water anywhere. So, like, once this water goes, is that it? Should I, like, try to immediately dam this off? This map is interesting. Alright, I think that will be the goal. Let's see. I think the water might just spawn in there constantly. It might. Also, if you've never seen this game, or don't know how it works, so you have to get science to unlock this stuff. You need science points. And they don't carry over between worlds, and that's what gives the game replayability, you know, plus differing maps and whatnot. So, to get that started, we're going to have to build an inventor. And I'll just plonk him right on the corner there. then we're also going to need some beaver housing and other things. But for right now, we're solid. This game kind of starts slow and ends slow, so we kind of have to see what we're going to work up towards. And right off the bat, I'm not really seeing like a whole bunch of land for like farms and stuff like that. So I think maybe big berry fields are probably the way to go. It's definitely, if you want to make this livable, a lot of construction has to be done. As it sits now, we don't really have too much land. We should probably get started on some water as well. And then do some water storage right in front of that. Oh, right, and they're homeless. Let's see what we can do about that. I don't have access to stairs, so I'm just going to build their houses right up on the road. Because they have the regular lodge, like I put down, and then they have a mirrored one that you can put on top. But for the beavers to get up there, you need stairs. And they need planks, and we're not that far in just yet. We will be soon, though. The beavers are doing a lot of standing around. Oh, that's why. Let's turn up their working hours by 2. That way, when the next day comes around, they'll get back to it. You know what? We also need a woodcutter, but we also need we need people on food as well. But we can pause one of those. Get our construction done first. And then they can eat. I see. So, this place is full on food now, so he's just gonna sit there. Lazy asshole. This other one's almost full too, so might as well try and get him on there. Oh, he went to work at the inventor. Doesn't matter, it's alright. So, these guys are going to cut the wood. These guys are going to take the wood and build with it, except for that lazy asshole sitting there.
Just sitting there looking at his tail. What's so interesting? What are you hiding?
Yeah, it's just a waiting game for now. You can't really do anything interesting till stuff starts being invented, and, you know, we need to be established. I am curious how this map plays, though. Because, obviously, we have access to very deep water. But, I'm curious about how it dries up and everything. Alright. Just pause some of this stuff. We're fine on food. We need water pumped right now. I mean, if you guys weren't so dead set on sleeping, you could go and get some water. Come on. I want you working 24 hours a day now. Let's do it. If we start losing beavers this early, it's going to be fairly disappointing. Alright, day 3. The beavers are back to work, getting water, doing beavery things, cutting down trees. All is well in the world currently. Can probably turn down how many workers we have because some of them are just sitting idle when there's plenty of work to be done. So turn on one of the food flags, turn our inventor back on. Also, your favorite Martian video about them coming back that I did. So Ray William Johnson just posted, I think, something that was supposed to be a short to, you know, the YFM channel. And he revealed the new animation style. And I got to say, it kind of hurts watching your, you know, someone that played such a big part in my preteen years absolutely get slaughtered. I mean, I can get behind it. I can dig it. But I don't know. I'm just hoping that at least the music, you know, reminds me of those old times. Because that new animation style, I'm not sure that was it. I'm not sure that was super great. But, you know, people are going to be creative and try new things, and I can get behind that. What do you guys think about it? Have you seen it? Let me know in the comments. You know, I like having conversations with you guys. It, you know, really makes me feel good about this whole thing, because I just do this as a hobby, you know? Get along with people and, you know, try and have fun. That's my goal. And you turn their 24-hour work days and they don't even want to do it. Might as well just knock it back down to 18 hours. We're full on water so far, so let's pause one of those pumps. Now we have a couple of unemployed beavers. You don't want them to be unemployed, so I guess I'll turn that water pump back on. Now, hopefully these builders in here can go ahead and get to work. Alright, so my strategy. I'm going to try to get the high power shaft as fast as I can, because there's already stone stairs built into this. So I'm going to build all my power up on this unlivable type area. I'm going to keep most of my my production buildings down where the grass is, stuff like farms and whatnot. But all my buildings that are going to be doing my logs and my paper and explosives and stuff like that are going to be up here in the parts where, you know, water isn't needed. I don't know if you can get rid of these slopes. You might be able to. Yeah, you can. Alright. So, that seems viable. Like we can do that. Alright, for now it's nighttime, so let's do a path down here. Try and connect it. That's a really ugly looking path, but we'll take care of that. Get a couple more lumberjack flags down here. And then we'll just set all these trees to be cut. Clear up space. Also want to clear these ones up too. Alright, now that all that's painted, once those trees get cut down, we'll be able to start getting ready to build up there. Oh, that tree's not plopped. And I guess I'll mark the trees from about that line. We can't overbuild just yet because we have to, let's see. We have to unlock the forester and turn some of our wood into planks. That way we can replant these trees so we're sustainable. To do that though, we need a lumber mill, and a lumber mill is powered. So what we're going to do is we're going to wait for, well, I guess it wouldn't hurt to place a lumber mill down here. And then we can go to power, put a power wheel right next to it. That way we can get our forester so we can start replanting trees. I'm going to move this though because that takes up very valuable space. Then probably place a forester over here next to these lumberjack flags. That way we can replant the trees along this edge, bring a forester over here next to the scavengers, but move the scavengers more towards the berries. That way they can get to all the bushes and we can plant a bigger crop. As for down here, I don't know what I want to do with this yet. There's definitely a lot, and I think the paths will go a far way, so we can probably do something with all this land back here, even though it's not very much. maybe farms, possibly. But I think I figured out how this map gets its water. So, see these rocks down here? That's typically like the type of rock in where water comes in on the first level. So what I think is that once the water flows down to the point where it can't flow into there anymore, it'll probably just stay pulled up. And I think there's an evaporation physics, so the water can evaporate, I think. So it'll slowly shrink down, but after the drought ends, I think more water is going to fill up, and that's how this map gets its water. Because those rocks aren't in every pool. It's only in the, like, elevated pools. So I think that makes sense. And I think that's probably how it works. We'll see when the drought comes. We still got a while to go. Alright, we're full on water. And while that's not a problem now, it's going to be eventually. So I just want to build one more water barrel. Because with these houses... Oh, we still have a couple homeless beavers. I was going to say, with those houses, they should be breeding, but I don't think they'll breed too much if some of them are homeless or there's not enough housing. Let's see. Put 2 more lodges there. Alright, here we are on day 7. I'll probably make each video to the tune of 15 days. That way, it's not a super drawn out series where I'm not really getting anything done. So, by the end of 15 days, I would at least like to have my 2 foresters set up. And, let's see. We're getting along in science, so we'll probably go ahead and unlock the forester now. Plunk it down over here somewhere. Now, this area that shows up wherever you put down the forester is the amount of area that it covers. So, I would like to do a little more path in like this direction. Except, let me take that back. I don't like making the path like too close to water in case I want to change it in the future. So we'll probably do something like that. And then we'll mark these bushes for demolition. We'll destroy those because I want to move them. Just realized we lost all of our food because of that, so excellent. I'm a bozo. I didn't know that was going to destroy all my food. So, good job to me. What do you guys think of this soundtrack? I mean, I'm not hearing it now because it was edited in, but what do you think of it? I think it's either ambient. I think it's ambient gold. I like using that one. It's just Stream Beats soundtrack that I use. I think the background music kind of helps things because no one ever just wants to listen to my voice. I know I tend to talk a little slow. Alright, well, they managed to get their food scavengers built again. Problem is... Hey, hold on, get back here. They're, like, super hungry. They're not doing well. Scared of them dying. I mean, the food is in the field, for Christ's sake. Where's all the workers at? There, now are they employed? Please, for the love of God, eat. I don't know if they're just daft or what. Yes, eat, my poor gentle dummies. Please. You can stop working to eat. Now we can start building our forester. We have both enough logs and planks to do it. So we should have a fairly good farm. Problem is, though, not really able to reach back here to those bushes, but that's okay. Forester should be able to reach to about what these gatherers can. So I'll probably do from here to here, all the way through berries. Fill in all the gaps in those berries. And that should be good. And then the forester over here, I'll probably plant more of these birch trees just for a good amount of early logs. If we ever get to over here, I'm going to keep these chestnut trees and just harvest their chestnuts for food. Oh, look, we lost one to hunger. These beavers, man. Alright, night of day 9. So, I think the goal will be to dam this up here. That way, you know, it'll still flow and everything, and the water will still get over here. You know, I don't really actually see a purpose in damming, because there is a lot of water in here. I mean, the pumps won't be able to reach too far down. Alright, so, I guess the goal will be to build platforms, I think. Just research all the different types of platforms. I think buildings can be built on platforms. Yeah. So just research all the platforms. Build all the pumps way out here. And then water won't ever be a problem. I think that's the strat. Alright, so with that being said, now we can plant blueberries from there to there. Start with here. From there there. Now we have a great big berry farm. Or we will once someone actually goes and works there. Should probably work on storage next. So, let's get a log pile. Whoops. As for your a small warehouse. I'll just tuck it back there where no one can see it. Trying to be efficient as we have the smallest amount of space possible. So, speaking of efficiency, let's go ahead and put another storage tank for water right there. Since it'll fit, might as well. It's coming together, guys. It's coming. Alright, going into day 11. Based on our logs and everything, pause the lumberjacks. Let's get some planks going. That way we can get our last forester. Small path extension. And then the forester. So, what the forester is going to do with the trees is once well, I'm actually just going to go ahead and do it now. I'm going to mark where I want all these trees at. What the forester will do is he'll go and he'll replant all the trees and everything. And he'll take over the stumps. I don't exactly know what the range is for this forester. I think it might be to like this line right here. This line of 4 stumps. That'll be alright. I mean, the loggers go pretty far, so maybe it'll even go up there. We'll see what happens as soon as it's built. You guys are hungry again. That's because there's no berries in reach. Oh no. Well, what if I built a path over there? Would that help? Would that increase your range? Not really. Huh. Should have really also got, like, on a farm. Well, it's not too late to plant one, I don't think. Let's put it there for efficiency. Then we'll plant all the carrots here. Like that. I guess it won't hurt to put them in front of here either. Oh no, I just realized we already lost a majority of our beavers to hunger. Well guys, I don't even think they're gonna make it to day 15, but let's see how they do. That's awful. I gotta admit, I was not paying attention. But we weren't exactly given a lot of food anyway. So, stop you right there. Yeah, no matter what we do here, we're kind of not looking good. The only thing I could say is we speed up time and just see what happens. One of these berries, one of these bushes is bound to give berries any second now. Well, I'm gonna fast forward, and you guys will see the results shortly. Ah, crap, another one just died. Another 2 down. We're down to, 0 adults. We're down to just 2 kids. And kids can't work, so, yeah. Let's see how the, and there they go. Well, guys, I lost. I did not see that coming. They were supposed to be doomed to survive, but the sweet release of death caught up to them. That is unfortunate. I really hope to torment these beavers for like 10 videos at least. That kind of bummed me out. Well, guys, if you made it this far into the video, leave a like for those poor beavers. They didn't make it. We're on day 14. I was hoping to last till day 15. So just leave a like for them. You know, if you feel like it, you want to stick around to see more, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I would appreciate it. And if you want to be notified, hit that notification bell. Otherwise, you know, you'll just have to come back and see me yourself. Well, as always, have a good one, guys.